Good morning, folks. So I just come to talk to you all about something this morning. Um, I've gotten back into the gym, and I'm only a week in, so this is week two. Now, um, I'm not one of them who overdoes it. I'm not a gym rat, even when I'm a gym rat. So I know people who 5 a day. I know some people 7 a day, and then they do 2 a days on those 5 or 7 days. That is not me. Not because I'm not dedicated, but because I know that the body needs rest. And even if you're working a different muscle group every time, you still cannot overdo. So I do 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Set my alarm for dark 30, get up, go to the gym. It's Wednesday. The alarm went off at dark 30. I snooze that joint. The reason why is because for some unknown reason, instead of taking my rest day on yesterday, I went to the gym Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So I've been overdoing a little bit, but I haven't been going hard or anything. I mean, if you guys seen a video of me playing basketball with my son, you know I'm not even barely shuffling on defense. So I'm not going hard because I have been sedentary. And 2023, I really got into the going to the gym Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, getting up. I was going swimming every morning for full body workout for those 3 days a week. And then unfortunately, uh July 31st, 2024, I had a stroke. And that has left me with mobility issues on my left side. And because of that, I had been afraid to get in the water. And so I hadn't gotten in a pool from that morning, actually, the morning of the stroke, I think, or the day before. I swam the day before. And I hadn't gotten into a pool again until Juneteenth, 2025, and at my annual family reunion weekend. And that was the first time I just got in a pool. And the reason is because I'm cheap. If I go to a hotel and I spend money on a room, I use every amenity they have. If they have a pool, I'm getting in it. So, because I was like, I'm not swimming after paying for a hotel room, I went and got in a pool. And it was just my regular, activities. And so I didn't even think about it. I got in and I swam around and I floated and my left side held up. And I had to give God all the glory for that because I had been avoiding water because I said the worst thing that could happen is sometimes my left side just stops and I numb up and I swell and it doesn't function. And I was like, if I can't get a full rotation, I'm not playing in water. I don't play like that. I don't test the Lord at all. So I'm like, yeah, we not playing them games. And I had to give God praise for it because I just did it unthinking. It was just like regular routine practice. Hotel room with a pool, I'm swimming. And so I was grateful for that. But even with that, I still hadn't gotten back into the whole really working out thing. So at the turn of 2026, I'm like, I'm getting older and I really have to get on this because people are like, when you turn 40, it's so much harder. Well, I'm 46. And I'm like, I'm not running into 50 overweight and out of shape and unhealthy. I'm just not. So I was like, it's time to get back at it. But I didn't want to, start going in January with all the New Year's Eve people who make their resolutions because they're going to be in the way. So I had to let that wave pass first. And then I started going back to the gym. So I'm only 2 weeks in. I feel like, the new year, new me folks are done now. And so I started going back to the gym. So I'm a week and a half in. And last week it was straight up Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The first week it was Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So actually I guess I'm about 3 weeks in because the first week is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Then it was Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So that runs me into the third week. Um, and so yesterday I said I'm gonna switch it up because all I had been doing was 2 miles per hour on the treadmill at 12 and a half incline because a video that I found, somebody that I saved on Facebook said that is a better fat burner than running. And I have to agree because I'm telling you, once I start climbing that invisible mountain on that treadmill, I be sweating like a field hand, like straight up. It's doing something. So I said, well, let me switch up because I had been walking most days if I wasn't pretending to play basketball with my son. And I say pretending because it ain't no running going on whatsoever. None. Um, so I was like, so today we need to switch up. It's time to get other muscle groups involved to get some other exercises going. And so I said, well, I'm gonna do some full body stuff. And so I follow a couple of influencers and exercise people, and I save their reels and videos from different social media platforms, Lemonade and um, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Red Note. So, and then I just all these save videos. And so when I get in the gym, if I don't know what I'm gonna do for the day, I just pull up one of those save videos and it's like, okay, well, today I'm gonna do this. So yesterday I pulled up 2 different videos because I wanted to get, full body. And so there was one that was just arm workout because I got to get that off, even though I want to be able to make the good macaroni and cheese potato salad. I don't want to look like I can do it. You know what I mean? So I worked on the arms a little bit. And then I was like, well, let me get in, some more full body type of stuff. So I did weighted squats to press. Now, when I tell you I did weighted squats to press, let me tell you the weights I had was 7.5 pounds. I'm not in there lifting for real because I know I have been sitting down for 2 years. So I'm not in there like, in there with 50 pounds, No, 7.5 pounds. And that's lighter than what I even lift at home. So I'm doing 4 sets of 10 on everything. And I did a couple of presses and curls and what have you, and then I went into the squat to press. And I don't know if I have been doing squats wrong forever, and yesterday I did them right. I don't know what happened. I've never had this happen before. I'm in the middle of my set and my legs are like cooked spaghetti. And I couldn't believe it. I'm like wobbling, like straight up Michael Jackson as the scarecrow in the Wiz. You can't win. Legs was gone. And I'm like, how the hell already? I'm used to that, but not till the next day, not till after it didn't set in. So I said I must have did something really right yesterday and been doing it wrong my whole life because I have never had that instant of an effect while working out. Halfway through the set, legs are complete spaghetti. But I was like, I'm gonna finish my set, and then I'm gonna finish everything else that I was working on. So I put in a good 45 minutes. And I know you're like 44. Yeah, I'm not going hard. I'm easing in. I'm not trying to kill me. I'm not. So after I done that and I got myself there, I went into the gym locker room to take a shit. Well, first I always get in the sauna, just try to heat the muscles up, let stuff just work its way out. Heat. I love heat. So I do that. Then I go and I get in the shower. And it took me the longest time in the shower and getting dressed because I'm just sitting there like shaking. Legs are just doing their own thing. And then I went to work. After work, went to my mom's. I could not get up the stairs. I'm on the 3rd step like, hey, lady, come on, it's time to go. And then because if you've met my mother, it takes her forever to get ready to go anywhere. And so I made my way up the stairs and I was like, oh, this is bad. I mean, like holding on to the railing, like straight up old people stuff, holding on to the railing because my legs were just done for. And then I said, it's going to be worse going down. And I was right. I mean, straight up, Michael Jackson came right back, legs barely holding up. I thought I was going to tumble down the yellow brick road. It was that bad. And of course, it has set in overnight. So by the time I got home and coming up the stairs at my house, just as bad. And I got myself situated, in bed. I'm just rubbing my legs like, oh my God, this hurts so bad. So this morning, I'm awake. And I hit the snooze button because I couldn't go to the gym on my regular gym day because my legs are killing me, which is why I don't overdo. Because once I overdo and then I have to have an extra recovery time, it gets me out of whack. So what I'm going to do is an active recovery. So today's going to be a yoga day because ow. But I was just like, I don't know what happened. I had to share this with y'all because this is wild. I'm like, I legit legs are going. And I only did 40 squats. Now, when I was doing the squat challenge, we were doing 100 a day. 40 squats and done. Crazy, right? I know.